It's your favorite time again, baby dolls. We are going to be mogging all the non-believers and doom scrolling Twitter. Yes, my fluffy microphone is mogging all the non-believers. First message, I'm not joking. I got lotion on it. So, I'm just going to assume this is... this is somebody very excited about the crypto bounce recovery. We now complete that, what we call the ABC leg thing for Elliott Wave. We've now punched on through down. We got James win, massively bearish, and now we've continued the friendship. So Bitcoin reversing up. I think now we've done enough damage on the downside to pretty much complete a reversal back up. This is bull market stuff out here. So I think that's what we're all referring to, having lotion on it. Yeah, but what about our altcoins? Let's see. So Trump announces a ceasefire. Israel and Iran, not to be confused with Iran, agree to complete a total ceasefire. So that's pretty much what's been obviously taken over the news today. We noticed this, friends, as well. I remember I showed you oil's price. I mean, it didn't do much for a real war over the weekend gap. It was like this little gap, and I was just like, well, this is not war thing, and it just went. Oil drops 13%, literally in a straight line, as we got to see. I mean, like, I just show it to you again. It's just, see, that's why, man, the market knows, man. The market knows. That's why everyone chasing the news and stuff. You're a poopy head. You're a poopy head if you're doing that. Look at that. Oh my gosh. It dropped 16% in a straight line. Wow. Carlin talks crypto. My friend says, will Bitcoin play catch up with global M2? This will be interesting to watch. Link toadies. That would be cray. There you go. So I'm going to show you what he's talking about. Bitcoin and the global liquidity. We move the fractals and stuff here. It's all global. You know, it's all fun and games, isn't it? These global squiggly lines, isn't it? This is the global liquidity index we're talking about. Global liquidity rising and rising. Are we going to play catch up? What it means in terms of, like, look at this. We went like down. That's what it is. There's now like a gap here or something, and you just play around with it, whatever. Does it mean it's up or down? This is the new moon, friends. June 2025, 25th here. Okay, the June 25th, the new moon. It would be great if Bitcoin just went past all-time high from here. So Mr. Altcoin Sherpa just commenting on price action. It would be nice to clear away and just move on and discover the high leg. That would be great. Here you have Trump saying, congratulations, everyone. It's been fully agreed that there'll be a ceasefire. Hey, I started a war, and then I'm going to turn and tell you that I made the peace. That's cool. Mission accomplished. That's how everybody feels right now. Damn, Zahran is peeling away. Have not really followed this, assuming no chance the media was trying to pull a Kamala. PolyMarket usually early to these things. Who's going to win? I don't know. Oh, Andrew Cuomo. So PolyMarket, friends, still gaining popularity out there with normies, letting you bet on many things. People use it for political things. Remember, they were even betting on whether US was going to strike Iran last week. Remember, it was like a 35% odds. I guess it paid out. So people just making these bets and things on the fly. People speculating about things in their mind. This is TreeVon, friends. Not to be confused with table on or flower on. It's TreeVon, okay? So TreeVon, one guy in this picture used to stream about Richard every day and loved doing it at 50 cents. While the other guy in this picture used to have death to all hexagons in his bio. Now, the guy who used to stream every day fuds constantly and complains about the price minus 99%. While the other guy has a nice addition to the community and sees value, risk to reward and is in profit. Very interesting to watch this play in real time. So TreeVon is showing a quote from someone. He's talking about who we have two characters, I guess, appearing in the PulseChain community now. Red candles, red monthly candle. You know, you don't need me to tell you. It's just, you know, it's the same stuff, man. Oh, people have appeared. Tell me, are they fighting or are they saying Richard's God? Okay, they're fighting. Okay, red monthly candle. Oh, they're saying Richard's God? Okay, must be a green monthly candle. It's as simple as that. Red monthly candle. And this is a whopping one as well. This is top to bottom, down 38%. Yeah, it just sucks, man. What can we do, man? Just everything, altcoins, everything related to the business cycles. Like, who got mogged? We got mogged. What else can we really do? Let's check out more friendship here. World War, World War II, World War III. You are here. Bitcoin supercycle. World War, Tokyo Drift, World End War, World 7, World 8, War 8. That's funny. So, yeah. World War, all these themes coming out. Yeah, man, we're just pretty much here to pass this through. Filippo Biondi has a message for Zahi.
Hey, Zahi Awas.
That is too good.
On my book.
Awesome. Hope you guys enjoyed that. I don't know who they are or their reference are, but look like they're having a good time. I've got my cigar here too, huh? Celebrating a green daily candle in Bitcoin. Isn't that fantastic? PulseChain news. PulseChain, 150 million pulse burned. 1.3 billion PulseX burned. So PulseX has now bought and burned 7.27%. Awesome. Of the total user supply. Not including the OA, of course. The OA is about 1%, but the OA is not going to dump, I hope. Don't know. Lots of question marks. You never know. So beautiful out here, just seeing all these wonderful marketing and things coming out for PulseChain. Gale. Not to be confused with Stratel. Gale, you did it, Elon. Congratulations. So remember the robo-taxis. Remember, friends, I was reporting about the robo-taxis in the midst of this fake war thing because it was a nice juxtaposition, nice contrast, if you will, you know, like black and white, up and down, left and right, protein and soy. Nice contrast to look at, like, you know, barbaric fake bombing each other for the TV on one hand and then someone building the future on the other hand. You know, like cars that drive themselves, putting like a literally robo-taxi. And just reminding us that technology is still here, man, and it's still progressing, no matter what these people do when it comes to their like little fighting and stuff out here. It would take a pretty stupid robot to replace me. This is a guess from a comic out here. Interesting. We're seeing more robots and replacing. Man, this stuff you literally used to be straight science fiction. It's not. This is a cracker post from Yeater, Matt Yeater. I've got another big pDAI episode coming here for you, big PulseChain and pDAI update. So Matt Yeater, friends, I've got to remind everyone out here, Matt Yeater, Matt was born blind, okay? Matt was born blind, but he still powers on. He's learned all about PulseChain, pDAI. I don't know how he's done it. I got no idea. I was just thinking about, dude, how do you even look at the blockchain stuff? What are you doing? Like, I can't even. And then listening to all our things, this is thousands of people. It's wild. Right, look at this. This is I'll show you this post from him. Okay, Matt Yeater. They want to know what the blind boy saw. They want to know what's got him shouting pDAI and PulseChain from the top of his lungs, while their favorite influencer is laying in bed, curled up and crying like a little girl. They want to know what's got the blind man so euphoric, while their favorite influencer is depressed and downtrodden. Do you want me to tell you what it is? Do you want me to tell you what's got the blind man excited? It's a front end. I was invited to a repo test and offer some suggestions for accessibility for the front end, and that it's going to be a mechanism for the pDAI peg and Hyperloop. pDAI hovering just above $1. PulseChain to ascension of glory. So, bang. Wow. What do we say to that? Hope it's true. Also, what do we say to that? Only on PulseChain. Also, what do we say to that? Can we just go up, bro? It's been way too long. You know, but yeah, I've got awesome things coming. More coverage out here. Brother, I've been around for a while. This is also Matt Yeater. Working on accessibility, bugging this snot out of developers for the last several months. When the dev launches it, everyone will find out. Everyone will know. 5555, PulseChain, pDAI, freedom fighters, heroes. So it's referring to pDAI being the world's first unicorn in terms of a stablecoin, starting at $0, making its way to $1, goes from unstable to being stable, community grassroots. Maybe there's RV and MakerDAO, peg stability mechanisms. Like I said, big maybes, went to 0 twice, could go to 0 for the third time. I've got more cracker info coming up for you shortly. Got some UFO stuff appearing here. A couple of days later, we started having paranormal stuff happen in the house. There was an orb above the house. Matt Ford says he experienced paranormal activity and orbs after being told by the US Senate staffers that UFOs are real. This is interesting. This is a very common story, okay? This is very common. So when people get, they call it read in. So when they go deep state-ish and they're like, hey, you know, we've got to tell you about this part. So anyway, aliens are real, and they read you in. People then report, they start seeing it. It starts appearing. What's it? They call them, this is light orbs. What are the light orbs? Well, there's been like a 4chan leak up. It's 4chan though. We don't really know. Apparently, the government has tracked the orbs, and they said this themselves, like they're 100% certain, undoubtedly, they've seen the orbs. They make the crop circles, and some the ones that are real, they make crop circles, and they go and they fly back to this mothership that's in the Bermuda Triangle underneath the sea. That's what saying reports. And the orbs come from there. They get deployed, they come out, they do these, they come back in. It could be some sort of, I don't know what it is, AI system of them. So that's what we call them. When we see aliens, okay, well, we need to make another word because, like, if they were here before us, we're the aliens, right? So what's the word? Crypto-terrestrial or something out here. The hitchhiker effect, so it's crazy. Is it crazy, really? But this is all things moving out forward. I like seeing these things. It just basically inspires the mind. Hey, Grok, is this true? The main NPC tweet. So that's funny, man. That's actually true. You see that all over Twitter. Whenever someone posts anything, someone replies, hey, Grok, is this true? And then yes, it is. You are an NPC because Grok's blue-pilled. Even Elon said Grok is blue-pilled. Right? So Grok is blue-pilled. He's trying to train it to be unblue-pilled. Like I said. If you really believe a bat had sex with a Pokeball, which is what 90% of the world does believe, well, probably 70%. You believe the bat has sex with a Pokeball and coincidentally, by the law of nature, dropped the fertility rates of every single race except Chinese women and Israeli women. You really believe that? Yeah, totally. A random bat had sex with a random Pokeball and made this world virus totally random. Even though the US yield curve had insiders who were buying up the US yield curve, who were playing this stuff, even though the R child got a literal freaking patent for the vaccine in 2017. Total coincidence. Okay. Well, this is your tweet. Hey, Grok, is this true? Shout out to TamTam. Baby doll TamTam. This is the war of attrition from DollarCostCrypto. It's not about who gets it first. It's about who stays in the longest. Thank you for these kind, positive words out here. Also, I can read a room. Yeah, no one cares. I'm just going to be honest. No one cares. No one cares. They're down 99%. You know, who can stay the longest? I love, obviously, friends. I know we're cheap. Prices are cheap and everything out here. But I can read a room. You know what I mean? Like there's who can stay here the longest. There's saying that. And then there's, bro, it's literally been 4.5 years. Okay. Not 4.5 days or weeks or months. 4.5 years. Okay. We are down. Let's see how much Hex is down. Oh my gosh. You're down 99.25%, pretty much. 99%. Okay. That's what just everyone's feeling. Everyone's feeling that. Hopefully it pumps. Yeah, it's been tough, hasn't it? It's been very tough. Oh well. Got a Mario Nafal tweet. Tulsi, only Trump could have brought this peace. Only President Trump could have achieved this historic ceasefire agreement that brings us closer to peace. I think it's very obvious. It is so manufactured. So much orchestration. Like, characters appear. Oh, we're fighting. No, stop it. Oh, no, don't look. Friends, Donald Trump literally came out, said on TV. He said too much. He literally said Iran called him. Okay, this was like one of the previous bombings. They said Iran called him. They said, hey, don't send any troops here. We're going to fire a few missiles and everything's going to be all right. Okay, then he did it. And then he said that. But then they go out and say, no, totally. We never did that. Because they got to appear. It's all fake. Literally, it's all fake, man. It's all fake. Because of Giovanni, I will never have to work again. And when 2033 rolls around, neither will my 4 closest friends. And when I end up leaving the world, no one in that family or that friend or group or close family will ever have to work a day in their lives. My pleasure. So Mr. Giovanni, I reported for you in a previous episode, he made the Bitcoin Power Law model, which is, Giovanni, I respect your work, sir. I'm just telling it how it is, bro. It's another chart that just goes up and to the right for the price forecast. It's literally just up and to the right. Literally, let's go look at it. Let's look at it again, friends. Bitcoin Power Law model. You know, you're going to have to give us a bit of flexibility with our skepticism of anything that just goes, guess what? I've got a model here that mathematically guarantees you are going to go up and to the right forever. Whoa, forever up and to the right. Millions and millions and millions of dollars. By the way, if you're curious, this is the end of 2026. Bitcoin fair value here, 200K. Bear market lows, 70K. So in the bear markets, it goes towards the red. So if you assume the bear market is either next year or the end of 2027, I guess Bitcoin will be bottoming out anywhere from 93 high end down to 70K. And what's happened to the up end? I don't know. I don't want to jinx it, friends. I don't want to jinx it. Dick Carter. If you have more than 10 Ethereum, you are barred from owning a home. Wow. We will study the usage of crypto holdings as it relates to qualifying for mortgages. So I guess this guy is, oh wow, US Director of Federal Housing. Wow, Pulty. So that's why Dick is making a joke like, if you hold any Ethereum, you're pretty much, because it's been such a horrific, worst decision of your life, literally 8 years going down, then you're barred from owning home, as obviously making it a light-hearted joke of that. Smart, can't be too safe. Don't want those sickos anywhere near me. There's another gentleman named Bully. Everyone out here joking out here. There you go. Shout out to Mr. Pooey. Mr. Pooey, pDAI Utility Part 2. In this update, I will discuss Better Bank update. 9irons post about emergency step module technical. Richard Hart airdrop tweet. So he tweeted about the Spark airdrop, Spark DAI, S-DAI. It's all related. Okay. So thank you very much for this post out here. So realign incentives. It could be teasing an ecosystem level airdrop. It could be that. Yeah, that's what we're thinking about, friends. It's possible. Once again, just we don't know, dude. But it is possible that if we're gonna move on to the next phase for a new MakerDAO thing, maybe pDAI holders get an airdrop. Maybe, I don't know. Just don't know. Or maybe it's just a pDAI. I don't know. But it could remove things like, you know, the admin key things and stuff out here. It could do that. But I got more juicy content here coming for you. What else can we do, friends? Man, it's just you, me, and Spoonie against the world, you know. How much longer? New moon, June 25th. Don't forget it loves you. Catch you soon.